I'm going to quickly show you how to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is here. It's x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So the first, and that's for when we have the equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So for this one where we have x squared minus 4x equals 7, it's not all equal to 0. And the first thing we need to do is rewrite it with the 7 on the left hand side. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides so that I have x squared minus 4x minus 7 equals 0. And now we can see very easily what a, b and c are. So a is 1, the coefficient of x squared is 1, b is negative 4, be really careful about the negative, c is negative 7, and so we can just plug these three numbers into the formula here and we'll get our answers. So the first thing we're going to do is literally write it with the symbols substituted in, because that will be worth 1 mark. So negative b is, well, b is negative 4, so that's the negative of negative 4 plus or minus the square root of, make sure your square root sign goes all the way over here, of negative 4 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is negative 7 all over 2a, which is 2 times 1. Okay, there's 1 mark just for writing all this out, and now we can start crunching the numbers, and if you do it carefully on your calculator you'll get x equals, if we use the plus sign, we get x equals 5.316. And if we do with the minus sign, we get x equals negative 1.316 as well. Okay, and so those are our two solutions using the quadratic formula. If we want to check that we got them right, we could use graphing like Desmos, for example. So if I graph the function that we had there, x squared minus 4x minus 7 equals 0. So if I just graph y equals x squared minus 4x minus 7, y equals x squared minus 4x minus 7, then the points here where we intersect, the x-intercepts are the numbers, the solutions to that equation. So as we found before, 5.317 and negative 1.317.